Hey, welcome to the channel. We hope that you all having a great day today. This right here is financial tip number 3 for the month of February. So listen, if you all are new to the channel and you are in need of financial tips as well as understanding how to get out of debt, how to build generational wealth, how to buy a home, all these different things, we touch on all these different financial topics. So we hope that you all subscribe to the channel, that you all would enjoy this. Just some regular people who pretty much practice some of these principles and we enjoy them, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you. All right, so today's topic is how do we settle financial disputes with one another. That's something that has definitely came up probably especially a lot when we first got married. And it's not always easy. It's definitely creates some tension sometimes.
Yes.
So honey, what are your thoughts? Like, how do you settle them? What do you think about when they pop up, as they do from time to time?
I usually need a minute. I usually need a minute to, like, it depends, because I feel like sometimes we have them and I'm in the middle of me probably doing something where my attention is somewhere else.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh my goodness, you know, I need a moment before we start talking.
Yes.
But how do I handle them? I don't know. I listen. I listen. I try not to get, irritated or anything, but I'm human. Yeah. So, sometimes it happens. Yeah. But
I think it's something.
Listen to what you have to say.
Yeah, I think it can be tough because it's like the emotional thing, especially like what the dispute is. Like when it's like you don't have enough money for something, that's like a lot harder, because then it's like emotion that's tied to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's like, okay, we don't have enough, or we gonna eat or pay rent. Like that's a real thing, and that really causes a lot of financial strife between people. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like, all right, or we only have this much money left to go out to eat, versus we have this to, be able to go on this mini trip or something that we wanted to do. I think it's a different level, and so you look at it differently. Yeah. But I still think overall, those things do definitely pop up. You know what I'm saying? They do.
They really do. I think you have to be willing to hear each other's side out. Be, like I said, listen. Like I know we'll try to listen to each other. We'll try, y'all. We're not like perfect for real, but we try to listen to each other's opinion about it. Maybe look at the pros and cons of spending money.
Pros and cons is a big one. You always talk about that a lot. Like, okay, what are the pros and cons then? And so it kind of gets us brainstorming about what's the best course of action.
Right, and really developing a solution.
Another thing, though, that I think is important, and I go back to this, is like having that budget. Because when you have a budget between you, it's like, I don't have to argue with you. Like, the numbers are the numbers. Like, they kind of show, hey, this is what we can and can't do. Now, my issue, as y'all already know if you watch our videos, is I always didn't want to change the budget. And so that was wrong for me. But you may want to come and say, well, can we change it, or can you figure out something else? And that may need to happen. So that dispute happened a lot. I mean, I think we're much better now. It definitely happened a lot where it's like, I didn't want to change it. And he was like, well, why can't it change? And it can change. It's okay. It can change. And so I think that from that experience, I think what I've learned is being flexible. You know what I'm saying? And coming into an agreement on something. If you don't agree on it, just don't make the change yet until you both come in agreement. Right. Don't do it. Don't just go and just do it anyway.
And that's a good point. Yeah. Because that was what I was thinking over here. Like, it's important that you all can come together to create the budget, because I think that limits the amount of what is this? What's the word?
It enhances the transparency.
Yeah.
So both sides know what's going on. You know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's not something like, oh, where'd that come from?
So the disputes are probably not to a minimum, right? Because you both know what's going on with the finances, So,
but financial distress, financial disarray, when you got to make those tough decisions, it's not easy. It's a hard thing. But keeping your cool, trying not to just, destroy your spouse, or, you know what I'm saying, yell at them and all that kind of stuff. Because it's not going to make the money all of a sudden appear. You know what I'm saying?
And it won't make the situation better. It'll actually probably make it a little bit worse.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think for us, as far as settling financial disputes, I think one big thing you said is doing our best to take a break from it for a second. and get back to it. The other thing is, understanding that you want the best for your spouse. Y'all both want the best for each other. So it's just like calming down, coming to a place where you're emotionally ready to talk about it and get through it. And it can be tough.
And hear one another, like really actively hear one another's opinions. Yeah.
Actively listen, honey. Listen.
Yeah. Listen.
But really, it's all about that, I think, and having that open flow of communication, as you say so often. And it can be tough when you're in the moment, so sometimes it's good to step out the moment and come back to it. Yeah. I think that's helped us. We still go through a little bit of it. When we first started budgeting and coming together, first got married, it was tough. Yeah. But it's much easier now. We got like a better system going. And so we hope that you all develop a system as well. You know what I'm saying? So that when these discrepancies happen, you can settle them in a good way. And the more you do it, it's like a muscle, the better you get. All right? So we hope that you all enjoyed this tip for day number 3. And we hope you're looking out for day number 4. Please like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button because, again, we got more of these videos coming out to help you all. Thank you.
And also, comment below if there's any subject you want us to hit on. Let us know.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks, honey. You all have a good one.